2017 was the year of the woman. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 women who own 2017.
Women are coming together from all different walks of life, cross race, cross gender, cross issue.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at women who made the headlines and impacted 2017. The women on our list don't necessarily have to be celebrities and can come from a range of fields. Number 10. Selena Gomez. Known for being a talented entertainer, this year Selena continued to show the world why she's a role model. Since being diagnosed with lupus a few years ago, Selena has shared her journey of her health and recovery.
You feel that Francia saved your life.
Because she did.
She's always been honest with her fans, and this year she shared that she underwent a kidney transplant over the summer due to her illness causing her organs to fail.
I don't think what we went through was easy. I don't think it was fun. And I hope that this inspires people to feel good, to know that there is really good people in the world.
Selena kept quiet about her operation at the time, but still managed to release new music, like Bad Liar, and helped promote 13 Reasons Why, the hit Netflix show she produced. She was also named Billboard's Woman of the Year, an honor to top off what was a life-changing year for this singer. Number 9. Maria Grazia Chiruri. While she may not be a household name yet, Maria is making waves in the fashion world as the first female creative director of Christian Dior in the fashion house's 70-year history.
It is amazing for me to see James Corden on the cover of the magazine wearing the "We Should Be Feminist" t-shirt for my first collection for Dior.
After her promotion, she only had 5 weeks to put together her first collection. But that didn't stop her from making a bold statement with their now iconic "We Should All Be Feminists" t-shirts. The quote comes from writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's TED Talk, and Maria's vision to put it on a t-shirt captured the zeitgeist and spirit of 2017 in the perfect way.
A feminist is a man or a woman who says, yes, there's a problem with gender as it is today, and we must fix it. We must do better.
Number 8. Muzoon Almellehan.
You have schools, you have teachers, you have friends. But other people, they don't. We have to stand with them and to give them opportunities.
Dubbed the Malala of Syria, Muzoon is an outspoken activist for refugees at a time where we desperately need it. After half the girls in her class at her refugee school were married off early, instead of being able to complete their education, she began to advocate for the equality and education of women in her country and around the world.
The only thing I packed with me were my books because I believe in education, and I believe the education is the only way to achieve our hopes and dreams and to rebuild our countries again.
Her work caught the attention of Goodwill and was appointed a Goodwill ambassador, making her the youngest person to receive the honor at only 19 years old. Since then, she's continued with speech engagements, advocacy trips, and a TEDx teen talk.
But I cannot be completely happy without seeing all that children can have access to education. I will do as much as I can to help them.
Number 7. Peggy Whitson. American astronaut Peggy Whitson has proven that there's no limits for what you can accomplish if you set your mind to it.
We have to continue to take the next steps in order for us, in the future, in exploration, going to Mars.
Throughout her career, the astronaut, who's also a biochemist, has completed the most spacewalks by a female astronaut, became the first woman to command the International Space Station, and now holds the record as the American who spent the longest time in space with an accumulated 665 days.
Well, I guess I don't think about the records themselves too much, but it definitely, when I do think about them, I think about all the people that make it possible.
Her last mission lasted 288 days, and she came back to Earth in September. She's also the oldest female astronaut at 57, but she shows no signs of slowing down. It's no wonder her colleagues call her the American Space Ninja.
I've always said I've never had a real job because I've done what I wanted.
Number 6. Elizabeth Warren.
These allegations are serious, and women have a right to be heard and listened to on this.
As the first female senator of Massachusetts and a progressive liberal, Elizabeth Warren has become one of the faces of the U.S. Democratic Party. Her status as a liberal and feminist icon was cemented this year after she was stopped from speaking out against Jeff Sessions' appointment as the U.S. Attorney General.
They are mothers, daughters, sisters, fathers, sons, and brothers.
Mr. President.
They are...
Mr. President.
On the Senate floor, she attempted to read a letter Coretta Scott King had written about Sessions' troubling civil rights record, but Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell stopped her from reading it on the floor.
Mr. President, I am surprised that the words of Coretta Scott King are not suitable for debate in the United States Senate. I ask leave of the Senate to continue my remarks.
In explaining why he had kicked her out, he said, "Nevertheless, she persisted," which has now become a feminist rallying cry and a testament to her strength and resistance.
I appeal the ruling of the chair, and I suggest the absence of a quorum.
Number 5, Lena Waithe.
I'm gay.
Writer and actress Lena Waithe has had a stellar 2017.
Aziz Ansari and Lena Waithe.
The 33-year-old broke records when she became the first African-American woman to win a Primetime Emmy Award for outstanding writing for a comedy series with the Thanksgiving episode she co-wrote with Aziz Ansari for the second season of Master of None.
And for everybody out there that showed us so much love for this episode, thank you for embracing a little Indian boy from South Carolina and a little queer black girl from the south side of Chicago.
Her win was even more important, since she's the only black woman who's ever been nominated for the honor. The episode was a personal project for her, a semi-autobiographical account of her coming out experience.
It's not like this was my choice. It's just who I am.
We can't wait to see what she does next, and we'll definitely be tuning into her new show, The Chi, which premieres in 2018. Number 4, Serena Williams. It's undeniable that Serena is one of the greatest athletes of all time. She's proved time and time again not to doubt. But her win of the 2017 Australian Open is even more incredible when you consider the fact that she was around 8 weeks pregnant at the time of the match. The win against her sister Venus made it her 7th Australian Open title and 72nd career title.
Thank you, Venus, for inspiring me to be the best player that I could be and inspiring me to work hard. Every time you won this week, I felt like I got to win too, so thank you so much.
She won both on the court and off, with the birth of her daughter Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr. and her star-studded wedding to Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian. Number 3, Gal Gadot.
What are you? You will soon find out.
Israeli actress Gal Gadot has become the embodiment of what it means to be an empowered female with her role in the smash hit Wonder Woman. A lot was riding on this film, since it was the first female-led superhero film in over a decade. But with Patty Jenkins behind the camera, they proved that female-led action movies could make money, since it made a whopping $821 million. Gal proved that she believes in the same ideals as Wonder Woman off-screen, since she threatened to walk out of the sequel if producer Brett Ratner, who was accused of sexual harassment, was still attached to the project. Her tactic worked, and she's become a role model for girls everywhere.
I do feel the responsibility of being a good role model. I think because I'm a mother too, and I want my girls to have good role models for themselves.
Number 2, Taylor Swift. After more than a year out of the public eye, Taylor returned in 2017 with a vengeance.
Maybe I got mine, but you'll all get yours. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time.
With a darker look and sexier sound, Taylor released her 6th studio album, Reputation, to mass fanfare. The lead single, Look What You Made Me Do, broke records, including the most first-day streams on Spotify and the most first-day views on Vivo. The album is filled with bold songs like I Did Something Bad, which have lyrics about Taylor taking back her image from the media, ex-boyfriends, and her celebrity foes. She's controlled her own narrative and sold 1.2 million copies in the first week, making her the first artist to have 4 albums achieve the 1 million mark in its debut week. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I made sure that we found the formula that works for all skin tones, something that was completely mattifying, but something that you could put on throughout the day as many times as you want without it kicking up.
Talk that Better walk that walk, baby.
Sometimes when you're acting, you get a chance to bring a bigger message, and this is their contribution and your contribution. We shone a light on domestic abuse.
Number 1. All the women stepping forward about sexual harassment and assault.
How many of you here have experienced what you consider to be sexual harassment?
In the same year that started with Women's March, it's fitting that we're ending it with women breaking their silence about sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. From Hollywood to Fox News to Silicon Valley, we've heard countless stories of women speaking out against harassment from powerful men like Harvey Weinstein, Roger Ailes, Louis C.K., Charlie Rose, and Matt Lauer.
When more A-list actresses came out after Ashley Judd, you had Angelina Jolie, you had Lupita Nyong'o, Gwyneth Paltrow. That's when people really started to listen and pay attention to what they were saying.
While the accusations range from verbal abuse to rape, none of it is okay. Women have inspired each other to speak out with the #MeToo movement, and we're finally having an honest conversation about the issue. We may not know all of their names and faces, but now we know their stories.
To walk into a pitch or a room just to get hit on is devastating to a certain extent, and to experience that over and over and over again can really take a toll.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.